So there's a couple different ways to do this problem. I could multiply both sides by x squared minus 7x plus 10. But honestly, I think the easiest thing is whenever I see an x squared, it makes me think of factoring. So I factor the top and I factor the bottom. I notice they have something exactly the same, so I cross it off. Then I'm left with x plus 1 over x minus 2 equals 4. Well, what makes this problem annoying? The x minus 2. So multiply by x minus 2. That's gone. I'm left with x plus 7 equals distribute, distribute. Small x to big X, add 8 to both sides, x equals 5. And if I have a lot of time, I can check it, plug it in, and make sure I'm good to go. Now I know a lot of you feel like 5 should make it no solution, but 5 is a whole, so it's like it's not really there, therefore 5 is a possible solution. If the answer was 2, then it would be no solution. Okay, let's go to the next one. The goal of when you're solving is to get the bottoms gone. So whatever the first guy is, I'm going to give it to all of them. Whatever the second guy is, it's different than the first, so I give it to all of them, write it vertically. And I look at the third guy. Well, the third guy already has an x, so I'm just going to multiply by 2x, and that'll eliminate that 2x and that x there. Now that I decided everything that was on bottom, I'm going to start crossing things off. By 2x times x is 2x squared. This x and this x are gone. 2 times 2 is 4. Then times x plus 3 is 4x plus 12. Don't forget to distribute to both. 2x is gone. Distribute, distribute. 5x plus 15. As soon as I see a squared, set it equal to 0. 2x squared minus x minus 3 equals 0. The only way to get 2x squared is 2x and x. The only way to get 3 is 3 and 1. I know that the 3 goes here and the 1 goes here. Positive, I set that equal to 0. X equals 3 halves. X equals negative 1. I check for extraneous solutions. Negative 1, good to go. 3 halves, good to go. I'm good to go. Okay? Let's go to the next one. This one I'm not necessarily trying to make the bottoms go away. I'm trying to factor, 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 then cross things off. So I'm going to factor the top. Oops, I know that 3 goes there. This is square root, square root. Cross it off. The top is really the bottom, GCF. And the bottom is really the top, 8x squared. And it looks like 3x plus 1. Okay, I factored, factored, factored. Now it's time to cross things off. 3x plus 1, 3x plus 1, gone. 3x minus 1, 3x minus 1, gone. The 8 and the 2 divide into 4. I look here and I have one more x on the bottom. Cross that off, cross that off. Do a quick scan. It looks like I have the 4, x plus 3 on top, and x plus 2 on the bottom. Write it down. You don't have to distribute. If you want to distribute, you can. But do me a favor, don't forget to write the restrictions. And you're good to go. Okay, let's go to the next one. The next one is talking about the area of a triangle. And I know that formula. Okay. And they told me that this is the area, so that means this is my A. And then they told me the height, which is here. So they want to know what's my base. So I'm going to write 18x squared plus 6x equals 1/2 b times 3x plus 1. I know anytime I have a squared, I'm going to be factoring. If you remember when I told you same thing on the left, same thing on the right, gone. Or I could divide it out and it's gone. That means I'm left with 6x equals 1/2 b. The way to solve is multiply both sides by 2. So b equals 12x. Now you feel like that's right. However, you need to be specific and go 12x parentheses millimeters. And that's the answer I'm looking for. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Adding, make the bottoms the same. This has an x plus 7, give this an x plus 7. This has an x, give this an x. Then multiply, write the denominator, and then do your box. Now simplify. So put just things that are the same together. I know I cannot factor the top, but always check, state the restrictions, and you're done. All right, last problem. Remember, whenever we have minus, change everything to the right. Now, I think some of you see that you could actually simplify the x's, but the problem is if I simplify the x's, then my bottoms aren't the same, and my bottoms are the same, and that makes me happy. So now I'm going to have 7x squared. 3 minus 17 is negative 14x. You've got to know I'm going to have you do more than that. Factor the top. They're the same. Cross them off. You're left with x minus 2, and there are no restrictions.